Fish don't feel pain. When I was younger, my sister and I shared 3 laundry baskets full of stuffed animals. I was sure they were alive and felt as though I were adopting a kid every time I brought another home. My parents would ask, "When will you stop adopting stuffed animals?" And I would respond, "When I get to take care of real animals, too." My dad grew sick of the stuffed animals and forced my sister and I to decide which to send away in stork-like garbage bags to the students that he taught. When this would happen, I would sometimes run back to the car and save a few before they were carried away to homes that would hopefully take as good care of them as we did. My dad is allergic to everything with fur and feathers. I was allowed to take fish home from the animal store. When I was a kid, people in my class who didn't know me would hear me tell their joke, and they would tell me in a shocked tone that I was funny. I know. You'll see. You'll see when I grow up and become a famous celebrity, I would think to myself. I like to be a very open and honest person, but I can be subtle and abstract at times too, so people don't always catch on to my thought process. What makes a person? Is it the people who raise them, the environment they grew up in, influences from the media, or any other consistently prevalent thing in one's life? I grew up having resentment towards my dad, and in that, I grew to have resentment towards myself. My father and brother were almost constantly fighting growing up. If they weren't fighting, my mother and father were fighting about my brother. One of my pet fish had parasites. I tried to use medicine I bought from the pet store, but they kept multiplying. It hurt to see suffering in the fish's eyes. She was covered in those wormy bastards. She passed away. My brother stole a bike, and my father nearly exploded with anger. My brother went to stay with my grandma until tensions died down, and he got to experience what it's like living with my father's parents. My mom encouraged me to go to college. After being away from home long enough, I was able to step back and see that everyone is the way that they are for a reason. That doesn't excuse their actions, but it makes it more understandable. I worked on a boat this summer, taking sharks and rays for their conservation. The manager of the boat would catch fish and stick hooks through their backs as they tried to wriggle free. The sharks ate the dead fish much more often than they ate the living fish off of the hooks. I asked the manager to put the fish out of its misery before piercing a hook through their back. He told me fish feel pain differently than people do. My friend recently told me that her dad is making a floating device to make it easier for his hurt fish to swim.